Welcome back everyone to Catherine's Plates, where it's always simply delicious in the kitchen. Today I am going to show you how to take a classic chicken and waffles, which is a breakfast idea, and we are going to turn this into chicken and waffles casserole. We're going to take all of that hard parts of that recipe and make it real easy for you today. We're not frying up chicken and making waffles. We're going to do this really easy. We got Christmas coming up, which would be a great brunch idea, or start the morning off before opening presents and all of that. Eating this casserole, it's going to be delicious. We're going to start off with a box of waffles. Now, these are frozen waffles. They're the buttermilk variety because it just gives it a little more flavor. And what you want to do is open up the box. I've got a sheet pan, lined it with some parchment. And then I have my oven prepping at 350 degrees. Get it nice and hot. We want our waffles to be crisp. So we're going to lay them out. Now you can also toast your waffles if you want to do that. Just put them in the toaster, 2 or 4 at a time, whatever kind of toaster you have, and do them that way while you're prepping everything else. Now these are kind of stuck together, so we'll just form it like that. As long as you have 8 waffles. If you want to make your own homemade the night before, the day before, you can do that also. Now, my waffles came from H-E-B. That is our local store that we like to use and go to. Now, this is in Texas. That's where we're from. We're really close to Houston, Texas. If y'all want to know, we're like southeast Texas. All right, we're going to pop these in the oven for 5 minutes. Now, the second part of this recipe is going to be the chicken, for the chicken and waffles. Now we're going to be using the breaded chicken breast with rib meat. These are fully cooked popcorn chicken. And again, I just got this from my local H-E-B store. You can get it from wherever you want. And what we're going to do is place about half of this bag into a microwave safe bowl. Now you can use the popcorn chicken, or you can use chicken tenders, or you can even use chicken nuggets for this recipe. But you want to make sure that it is fully cooked. And use the breaded chicken, all right? It's the holidays. It's a special casserole. All right, I'm going to get my scissors. This is 24 ounces right here, so we're going to not use all of it. They smell good. Can y'all see them? All right. There we go. That's about half the bag right here. Yeah. Oh, they smell delicious. Yep, they smell delicious. Okay, so we're going to place this in the microwave for about 30 seconds. And then I'm going to just kind of stir them around at 30 more seconds, and then we'll pull them out. Now we're doing this step while the waffles are in the oven. That way we can kind of multitask. Now the reason we did that was to make sure that we can cut through the chicken, because we want to cut this into bite-sized pieces. So I'm going to lay these on a cutting board. And we're just going to take a sharp knife and then just break them up. See how they're fully cooked? Yeah, right there. All right, now I put my waffles back in the oven for another 4 to 5 minutes. I want them nice and crispy. Give them a nice golden brown color to them, so I did that. So that's what we're looking for right here, bite-sized pieces. You can always put these back in the microwave for 30 seconds if you need to, if it's too hard to get through with your knife, but generally 1 minute, rotating in the middle of it, will work. This is a great make-ahead recipe also, if you want to do that. All right, I'm going to put these in a bowl, and then I'm going to take the waffles. We're going to do the same thing. Put the bowl over here. Get them all in. And we'll just hold those off to the side. All right. Added a nice little color to it. I'm going to place them on the cutting board, probably just stack them, because we're just going to cut these also into bite-sized pieces. So we'll cut them down the middle, and we'll cut that in sections there. Then we'll just turn it, run our sharp knife through it, and then we have our bite-sized pieces. It kind of dries these out, pre-cooks them a little bit so that they can absorb the egg mixture. Oh, you can hear that crunch. There we go. All right, we're going to set this off to the side, and we're going to get our casserole dish. I'm using a 9 by 11. We're going to spray it with some nonstick cooking spray, or you can even butter the bottom and the sides of your dish if you want to do that. Add some flavor. We're going to add in the waffles. And then, yeah, fill it up. Then we're going to bring over our pieces of chicken nugget or the popcorn chicken. We'll sprinkle that all on top. There we go. Now what we're going to do, just kind of blend that all together. Kind of mix it up. Yeah. That way everybody gets a bite of chicken and waffle at the same time. Make sure it's nice and even. Nice layer. All right, we're going to set this aside and we're going to bring over a large mixing bowl. And some eggs. All right, we're going to crack in 8 eggs into the mixing bowl here. Woo. No shells. We're not adding extra to this dish. 4, 5, 6, woo, 7. Let me get that shell out. Whoop, there we go. And 8. There we go. Take these 2 out. Throw that away. All right, I brought over my heavy whipping cream, or you can even use some milk. We're going to put in 1 cup. There we go. I'm going to add in some salt, black pepper. Now I am going to add in some garlic powder and some onion powder. Gotta flavor it up. Flavor those eggs up. Take a large whisk. We're going to blend this all together until nice and frothy. Get all those eggs nice and combined with the milk. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. All right, let's bring over our popcorn chicken and waffle mixture. There we go. You'll see that. We're going to pour the mixture all over it. All right, let's get the spatula, get the rest of it out. All right, now I'm just going to take my spatula. I'm just going to push down on everything. Now my oven is still preheated at the 350 degrees. We're going to bake this for 45 minutes. You want to make sure that the egg mixture is set. The top is nice and golden brown. We've got one more thing to add to this, and then we're going to come back because we've got to add another time to the oven of about 10 or 15 minutes after we sprinkle some cheese on top after the 45 minutes. All right, I just pulled this out of the oven. It's nice and crispy on the top. You can see the chicken and the waffles. Now I'm going to sprinkle some cheese on top. Now I don't want to cover everything, but we want to be able to see the chicken and waffles. So I'm just going to put a light coating of cheese on top. We'll put this back in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes until that cheese is nice and melted. We'll garnish it a little bit. There is our beautiful chicken and waffles breakfast casserole. Now, when I took it out of the oven, all I did was sprinkle a little bit of some dried parsley on top just to give it a little pop of color. We're going to go in. We got the chicken in every bite, the waffles in every bite. All right, I'm going to put this on a plate. We're going to give this a try for you. All right, we can see that it's all set up in there really nicely. The egg mixture holds it all together. We got the chicken, we got the waffle. Now what I'm going to do, now what you can do, oh, I almost forgot this step. We're going to add some maple syrup on top. Drizzle it on. There's the chicken. Let me get a bite of that. It's cooked all the way through. Nice and tender. I like the extra garlic and onion powder that we put in. And the cheese on top. Yeah, that's good. Don't forget your maple syrup. Or whatever syrup you like to top that with. All right, you guys, that is delicious. 2 thumbs up on this one. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. That way you'll always know when my shows are posted. You can find me at catherinesplates.com with the recipes for all of my videos. And y'all, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. We'll see y'all on the next episode. Bye.